What if the reason your home never stays tidy has nothing to do with how much you own and everything to do with where your storage is standing? 10 ideas tonight. All of them out of Scandinavian homes, where the flats are small, the winters are long, and people somehow live in less space than you do without drowning in their own belongings. But first, the thing most people never hear. Decluttering isn't the answer. You can spend a Saturday filling bin bags, feel wonderful about it, and be right back where you started by March. Tidiness isn't a personality trait, and it isn't willpower, it's a design outcome. Nordic homes stay calm because putting something away is genuinely easier than dropping it on a chair. Let's get started. Number 1. The entryway drop zone. Start where the mess starts, your front door. Here's what happens in most homes. You come in with shopping in one hand and a phone in the other. The coat goes on the banister, the shoes get kicked into a rough pile, the bag goes down just for a second, and now the clutter is inside. Hallway, then living room, then kitchen counter. Scandinavian entryways stop that at the threshold, and it isn't clever, it's just deliberate. Hooks at adult height, a second row lower down for children, a bench with shoe storage underneath, a shallow tray for wet boots. Here's your test tonight. Stand at your front door holding a coat, a bag, and a pair of wet shoes. Can you put all three away without walking further into the house? If the answer is no, that's the whole problem, right there. And the loss I see most often, people buy storage for the living room to hold things that should never have got past the hall. Number 2, under bed storage. Go look under your bed right now, genuinely. There's a good chance it's empty, or it's a graveyard of things you'd rather not think about. And here's what almost nobody works out. The footprint under a standard double bed is roughly the same as a small wardrobe. You're already paying for it. It's just doing nothing. Nordic bedrooms treat it as prime storage. Beds with drawers built into the base, low platforms with crates on casters, flat fabric boxes that slide out fully so nothing gets lost at the back. What goes in there is the key part. Off-season clothing, spare bedding, suitcases, wrapping paper. Anything you need a few times a year and never in a given week. Your task: pull 1 drawer's worth of winter jumpers out of your wardrobe and put them under the bed instead. You'll be amazed what that does to the wardrobe you actually use. Number 3, vertical folding. Stop stacking your clothes in piles. I mean it. Fold each item into a compact rectangle and stand it upright in the drawer, like books on a shelf. T-shirts, jeans, towels, socks, all of it standing. Here's what changes immediately. Open the drawer and you see everything at once. No digging. No hauling 3 jumpers off a pile to reach the 4th. And because each item stands on its own, taking one out doesn't disturb the rest. There's a second benefit people don't expect. This usually fits more clothes in the same drawer than stacking does, because it finally uses the depth properly. Ask yourself, when did you last find a shirt you'd completely forgotten you owned? If that happens to you, this one habit changes your mornings. Number 4, wall rails and peg rails. Look at your walls. They're doing nothing. Walk into a Scandinavian kitchen and you'll see a metal rail running along the backsplash utensils, mugs, small baskets, all hanging. The classic Nordic wooden peg rail turns up in hallways, bathrooms, and children's rooms alike. Here's the honest truth, and I respect you too much to dress it up. The reason this works isn't that it holds more, it's that it clears your counters. A clear, horizontal surface makes a small room feel dramatically larger than a cluttered one, even when the actual storage volume is identical. Your test. Photograph your kitchen counter right now. Count how many things on it could hang instead. Most people find 6 or 7. Number 5, drawer dividers. This one is small, and it's the one people skip, which is exactly why I'm putting it early. Instead of one big compartment holding socks, cables, keys, batteries, and whatever else, split the drawer into sections. Cheap plastic organizers, small boxes, even reused containers. It genuinely doesn't matter what you use. Here's what I want you to understand about why it works. A good system shouldn't demand willpower every day. It should make the correct choice the easiest one. When every item has an obvious slot, putting it back becomes automatic. When it doesn't, every single item becomes a decision, and you'll dodge that decision every time. Nothing slides, nothing tangles, nothing vanishes underneath. Number 6, tall, slim units. Now look at the shape of your storage, because I think most people buy this wrong. The instinct is to buy wide. Wide chest of drawers, wide sideboard, wide cabinet. Nordic homes go the other way, tall and narrow. Here's the detail that changes everything. Floor space is what makes a room feel open. Height costs you almost nothing in perceived space. A cabinet 20 centimeters wide and 2 meters tall holds a surprising amount and takes up almost no room you'd have used anyway. Your test. Measure the gap beside your fridge. Measure the strip between a doorway and the corner. Measure above the door frame. Most homes have 2 or 3 of these, and they're all sized for a tall, narrow unit nobody thought to buy. Now, before we go further, there's something about all of this that most people never stop to realize. Every idea so far has done the same thing. It moved storage upward or backward or out of sight, and it made putting things away a shorter journey than not putting them away. That's the whole pattern. It was never about owning less. It's about the distance between where a thing is used and where a thing lives. Shorten that distance, and the mess never forms. Keep that in mind, because the last 4 are all built on it. Number 7, furniture that does 2 jobs. In a small Nordic flat, almost nothing has one purpose. The hallway bench lifts up and holds shoes. The ottoman opens and holds blankets. The coffee table has a hidden compartment. The dining table extends for guests and shrinks back for a Tuesday. Side tables nest into one footprint when they're not needed. The logic is blunt. If a piece of furniture takes floor space, it should earn that space more than once. Your test tonight, walk your living room and ask of every item, what is this doing besides existing? Anything that answers nothing is a candidate for replacement. And every replacement is storage you didn't have to find room for. Number 8, matching modular boxes. This one's a warning as much as a tip. Most people buy storage boxes the way they buy anything else, one at a time, whenever the need appears. 3 years later, the cupboard is a jumble of mismatched baskets, tubs, and crates that don't stack and don't fit. Here's the trap. Every one of those boxes was a sensible purchase on its own. Together, they're a mess. Buy into one system and stick to it. Same sizes, same material, same color. They stack, they fit standard shelf depths, and they reconfigure endlessly when your needs change. And here's the part that surprises people. Matching containers make a full shelf look tidy. Straight lines and repeated shapes read as order to the eye, even when everything behind them is chaos. Then label them. If only you know the system, it isn't a system, it's a habit that dies the moment you're not the one tidying. Number 9, shelf risers and vertical dividers. Number 9 isn't really a product, it's a realization about wasted air. Open any kitchen cupboard. Look at the space above your stacked plates. 20 centimeters of nothing, doing nothing, because a stack can only go so high before it becomes annoying. A shelf riser is a miniature second floor inside the cupboard. Plates below, bowls above. One cupboard becomes 2. Same principle, different direction. A file holder, the office kind, meant for documents stood inside a cabinet turns chopping boards, baking trays, and pot lids into vertical files. Each one slides out on its own. You never lift a heavy stack to reach the thing underneath. Do this in the freezer too. Stand the bags upright in bins instead of laying them flat. Every label faces you. You stop buying duplicates of things already in there. The quiet truth is that most people look into a cupboard, decide it's full, and go buy more storage. It wasn't full, it was badly divided. Number 10, one in, one out. And I've saved this for last on purpose, because it isn't an object at all. When something new comes into the home, something similar leaves. A new jumper means an old one goes. A new pan means an old pan goes. Here's the truth that turns this whole video around. Every single idea on this list eventually fails without this one. All 9 of them are containers, and containers fill. You can build the most beautiful system in Scandinavia, and in 4 years it will be groaning because the volume of your belongings creeps upward quietly, and nothing else on this list stops it. I won't inflate this for you. It's not exciting, and it doesn't photograph well. Nobody makes a thumbnail out of it. But it's the only idea here that keeps working forever. The other 9 buy you space. This one keeps it. Every one of these 10 came down to the same thing. Shorten the distance between where something is used and where it lives, then don't let the volume creep. So before you buy a single storage box, before you spend another Saturday on bin bags, before you decide your home is simply too small, stand at your front door and look at the 4 square meters in front of you. The whole skill fits in one sentence. Tidiness isn't something you do, it's something you build once and then stop thinking about. If this made you want to go pull the drawers out and start again, do me one small favor and like the video. It tells me to keep making these. And if you're not subscribed, that's where the next one lives, the one where we do exactly this for tiny kitchens. Then tell me in the comments, which room would you close the door on if guests turned up unannounced? Be honest, I read every single one. One last thing, and I mean it. Don't buy any storage this week. Go look under your bed first.